At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
I forgot to load the game volume, man. The volume mixer, it is loud.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
Confirming. Hey boy. I'll take all the screenshots of him. That's who I am. This is my boy right here. This is the boy. The best boy. Game volume is too loud for me. That seems kind of low now. There we go, this should do fine.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
He's talking.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Adel, Dogi. So this is where you two were. My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Celcetan flower.
Celcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
Start of a new adventure. Right, let me double check real quick. Nice, I can change it anytime I want. I can't change it when that is nice. How do I go to the equipment menu? So setup down, people. Alright, let me talk about like you so bad. Like you series, I like it a lot. I'm playing them in timeline order. I was playing Zeta and then this game got announced. So I immediately stopped playing it so I could play this when it comes out. Okay, why can't I? Your hair so red. Okay, this is weird. My B and A button are reversed.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope? You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age. So my hunch was correct. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Oh, what's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today. If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celceta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word, what a magnificent sight.
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa! A little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adel.
Yeah, it's the next
Men,
game after this in the
prepare to
timeline.
hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god! Huh?
It can't be! Pirates!
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge!
Stay behind us, Doc.
right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
You guys do not know what I've been through in the last 2 games.
Why else do you think? Everybody's gotta make a living one way or another. Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
How's that?
That's how I dodged.
Way. No way.
Dang, found it wrong, but there's blood. There's blood.
Damn it all.
And I didn't even have to bump into you guys.
Rotten punk.
I
Ready
went
for it now.
easy on you.
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really? Fine then. I'll take care of him myself. Done saying your prayers? You're pretty skilled.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now. Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah, who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that. Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy. Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships. It does have its charms, yes. The bevy of islands we saw from the ship, for instance, were absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see...
Hey, Seth. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you.
Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you? That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Anything starting to happen today? Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about. Heck, back when I was their age, I...
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me?
No birthday dinner. I mean, I'm fine without it. You got Chinese. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I'm fine with having like a whole birthday dinner and all that. Just, I don't know, being acknowledged is good enough. Like, oh, you remembered, you dropped by and all that to wish a happy birthday. That's good enough for me. I don't want to like force a gathering. So I am just cool with that.
Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right? If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know. Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
I mean, I could say something that happened. Like, it was like, I mean, you could say that. I mean, I was half asleep when it happened. But, healthcare advisor, I think, who called me and wished me happy birthday. I mean, I was like half asleep when it happened, but like, sure, thank you for that. It's kind of funny that I got a phone call from them wishing me happy birthday before my family actually did. Yeah. Like, man. The healthcare or life insurance, like, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm saying it's weird. Nice. Like, it's weird they did, but I appreciate that they did. So, yeah, you can say, like, that was... You can say that was the exciting thing that happened. I mean, it happened in the morning when I was half asleep, but... Yeah, like... Thank you. No, didn't even say any of that. It's just like... I was just going through papers, saw that was your birthday, and decided to give you a call. Yeah, so decided to wish you happy birthday. Yeah, and I hope that today's going good for you. And that's about it. No. Not at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, I'll still take it either way.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great! Thanks for the tip!
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
That was the prologue, though. I love the series. I love the series. Love how connected and not connected it all is at the same time. But yeah, they were really talking about a lot about how at least the first two games, well, the second game more or less. Something like that. What is this game? This is Yeast. Yeast 10. A game made by Falcom. This may be the 10th numbered game, but this is actually early in the timeline. It is an action adventure game where you play as the best boy right here. Adol Christian is his name. Love this guy. Yep, he's an adventurer who loves to go out adventuring. Simple as that. That's what he loves to do. That's what he's doing. So every game is just him going around on a new adventure. And this is Yeast 10, the latest game in the series, which actually takes place after the first and second game. Yeah, overall I've been mostly trying to play through the game in timeline order. So I was in the middle of playing. Was it 4? I think it was 4. So let me click off the tab real quick and double check. Was it 4? Yes. Yes, I was in the middle of playing 4, and then this game got announced, so I stopped playing it so I could you know, wait so I can play this. So yeah, the games are connected, but you do not have to play them in order. You can pick up one and play. Like the characters you're talking to, Doggy, Dr. Flare, you meet them in Yeast 1 and 2, and they're talking about Celceta, the next location, which is Yeast 4. So like, yeah, it's all connected like that, but you don't need to actually play the other games. Yep. So yeah, they don't really go out the way like mentioning like a lot of things of their past event. Like they reference their past adventures. Like they'll say things here or there, but you don't actually have to play them. Like those storylines are condensed in that game. And if you're wondering what the name Yeast means, well, it is the continent in the first and second game. Well, mostly the second game. Everywhere else is not called Yeast. Yeast, when you say it, understandable. Yeast.
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me.
At all. You're hearing voices in your head again.
Adel, you good? A voice? I didn't hear anything. Sure it wasn't just your imagination?
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Like the dash and all this, I think it like they kind of lowered it because I'm not in combat. So I was like, is this even faster at all?
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later then.
Now I can run. Now I can actually run. I couldn't do it indoors. Important, just a character you'll see more of. Like, not playable character, but someone you'll see more of.
You there, with the red hair.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are? Wreaking havoc left, right, and center. They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle. That's for sure. Once you're dead, that's it. Nothing else to be done.
Ironically enough, the Balta Sea Force would have escorted them personally had he paid the toll. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now. So we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Yeah, in these games there are multiple. In some games there are multiple towns, and in some there's only one town. That's used like as a general area you go to. But yeah, you heard them right. Ogie. And this is how adult adventures usually start. Shipwreck. Getting over at the start of the games. This is how his adventure starts. Also, was it Esterin he just said? Yeah, that's the island in the first game, and Issa's the one in the second game. Like, you know, knowledge you don't need to know to play the games. That's interesting knowledge to know since I played the games. You want to jump into the ocean? Yeah, it is very blue. I wouldn't blame you. I mean, there's a beach right over here. You'll be fine.
I've got to say, the quality of these Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire? Is he...
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
I was wondering if you guys well, at least one of you were going to react to the names, but yeah. I mean, yeah, unless you tell him your name. That's how he's gonna see everybody.
Let's not go this way.
Hey, Cam. Thank you once again. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before. But I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you? Idle, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face? Let me guess. The pay's giving you second thoughts? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears. Oh man, that figures. Our commander's not in right now, so it's not like we could have gone over the nitty-gritty anyway. He should be back tomorrow now. So maybe swing by again around noon and hear us out. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths. A career in the Karnak militia awaits you.
Seek me.
Oh man, the voices in my head are back. But I will listen to the voices in my head.
Seek me. Right here. Find me.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, the last time he was hearing things said, it was in like a continent full of like demons and monsters, and then like had to help the angels and all that. Ooh, stuff was going down in the first two games. I was thinking the same thing too, Steph. That's it? Just one? Okay. Just the one?
Swordsman, can you hear me?
The god speaks to me. What's up?
Bestow you mana. Enough power. Defeat.
I need to do something with my controller because, man. The buttons are reversed. He yelled, hello?
I'm sorry. I don't... any details. My name... Leela. Who... are you? Adel. Search... Island. Come... find... help.
Console reception kind of bad.
Go.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means. Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
Gotcha. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. You have a good, have a good day yourself, or a good rest of the night. Thanks for being here.
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday. So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time.
Gotcha! Eat this! Nice try! How's that?
Some speed. Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much. Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man. It is. So explain to me why a louse like you... Blood and thunder. Grieger. Hardly. Most times they skulk around out of sight. Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good. Well, aren't we popular? What was that just now?
How's that?
What in hell did you just do to us? It couldn't be. Nothing like this has ever happened with me and my old man. At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. so long. Huh? And why should that matter? I'm a Norman, a pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Ah! Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
You're stuck with me.
Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. It's stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that? No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. Hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. Couldn't even begin to guess. What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist. Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force. Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind. Hey, don't stray too far. You've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this. Ugh, why me?
Oh, dang.
Huh? Isn't the command post the other direction? Your wayfinding's a little off there.
Oh my gosh. That would be funny. Nope. I mean, that was my test right there. A sudden realization goes up. No! And falls along. But yeah, that was my test right there. Yeah, that was my test. Had to bring her around to see if any dialogue would change. But yeah, she just teleports to me. That's about it. Yeah, I just had to go like keep her on the other side of a fence and then just she just teleports to me. Simple as that.
Hey, Princess. Back already? Who's your +1?
Is Gnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bring in someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what? Should have figured. She'd never go for a shrimp like you. Wait a sec. Wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Oh, I did? Oh. I did? Oh.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
Alt tab, Discord. Yeah, I just I was typing it. I mean, I know what you mean when you say the other server, but it's kind of funny that you say the other server when you, like when you could say the name. I mean, when you, I mean, yeah, I know what you meant, but like with a name like that, do you really think we're talking about a Discord server? You can literally say, "Hey, check input name here," and like anyone was like, "Oh, what they talking about?"
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already. I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adamas. I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force. I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were very impressive. No doubt you have many thoughts on this subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free. Good. I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adel and mind what he says.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
Those are my charismatic behavior and aura.
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I expect he will be very accommodating. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adel.
Quick snack break.
So, this is the Azrad Clinic. Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Well, I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Is something the matter?
No, it's just... you don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison, but odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize. Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say? Indeed, Mirabelle is quite impressive for someone her age. I heard she even has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun da da da! The time has come for the grand reveal! From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you, Karja!
You call this cute? Drafty, more like. Huh. You really think so? Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adel.
Speaking of changing outfits, would have been something like if Adol still had what he wore at the end of 2, and then he changed his outfit right here. Would have been neat too.
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. It's not half bad.
Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
Yes, ma'am. Hey Alex, thanks for the birthday wish. Yeah, streaming this on both platforms, YouTube and Twitch. If you get an ad on YouTube, oh no, if you get an ad on Twitch, feel free to move to YouTube. Like either platforms work. Just giving you the option. I mean, you could have both open. Yeah, that's how it's done. You gotta game the system.
Why's the militia all gathered up like that? Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second when...
Metal! You showed up just like you said you would.
Yeah, take care of yourself. It is probably gonna, yeah, it's probably gonna start getting a little bit more colder. Oh, yeah, man, be careful.
Wait, who's the girl? Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment. Yeah, it's almost too weird to be true. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them out for good. But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched. The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off. But, I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it, yeah. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders the blame falls on should the worst occur. Now get moving. There are travelers on that highway who need protecting, our citizens included.
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing. Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget!
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit. Will do. Catch you later.
Huh? I'll admit this incident has me curious, but don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way. So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You want to follow them? Then hurry it up.
First, sir, to explore. We'll run around. Let's go.
Should be a good spot to rest. Gotcha! Let's go! Stronger the better.
Let me roll up to this tree real quick. Something might drop from it. Nothing. So.
Not done yet.
You never know. I had to check.
I don't believe it. Every time we knock one down, it just gets back up again.
Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you. But I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Damn it all!
Adol?
No! You need to fall back! Now! These things can't be...
No way!
What in the world is going on here? Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous. You can't expect us to actually believe this.
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adol Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength!
Ah, man, you're asking the wrong people, my guy.
No dice, huh?
You should have asked the developer. He did not make you a playable character, my guy.
Not a speck of shame in this one.
He tried.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adol and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
I can see it now. The possibility and what they could have done. The she cell that Adol has. He can give mana to other people if they are in his party. So if they team up with him, they can use mana abilities too. Perfect. So he could have joined us. But I'm sorry, my guy. It doesn't work that way. Probably another timeline. But no, it's just us two as playable characters.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. You already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
Well...
Besides, Commander, Adol here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that right? It's Adol and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you.
Dun 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 dun.
Let me know if you run out, and I'll top you off. Try not to get too in over your heads. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, Green. Sorry. The 4 games that had the ability of party members and swapping. Sorry. It wasn't enough to get for people to keep the mechanic around.
Go time, Karja!
some already.
What's the big idea, blocking the road? Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack, son! Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil incarnate from head to toe! Once the militia gets here, I'll have these mutts turned into fur coats and sold for a profit!
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain. Gotcha! Whoa!
Incredible. Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Shoot, good call.
I found the auto button.
How would you two
I
like
can
a job
eat.
escorting us to our destination? I'm Romes of Carpent Trading, by the way.
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay double the militia's rates if you get me to my business meeting on time. Oh, for crying out loud! Cruz, you're about their age, give or take. Talk some sense into them.
No can do, Dad.
Why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us? Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have. It was you who taught me that.
Ugh, way to go, me. I always did have a way with words. Oh.
Well, that settles that. You're free to go help the others. We'll make the sensible choice and return to Karnak. It's nothing special. I'm only doing what any reasonable person would.
Form up! How's that? How's that?
Adel, over there!
This could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Well, the only option is to use one of us as bait.
Or jump into the river right behind you
kidding.
guys.
Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys? Let us take care of this.
How's that? Let's try! How's that?
We're saved?
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable. Was it that weird power of yours that did them in? Actually, it was the perfect time to be reckless. Not to say I had a death wish or anything. I just don't want to be the kind of human garbage who'd leave a child in danger.
As if I asked for your help. So, what are you doing out here anyway?
Their anime bones are very weak to fall damage. Don't believe that. Because you just said they have anime bones. They'll survive to fall into the into the ocean.
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rosa or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days, before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sasha's alright, though.
Good call. Better than waiting for more wolves to gather. Come on, Ashley. Let's get to stepping.
You don't have to tell me twice. I come out on the highway to gather wild plants all the time. So those wolves showing up really caught me off guard. I wonder if things at the lighthouse are okay.
Come to think of it, I saw this lady in fancy clothes leave town by herself this morning. Sure hope she didn't get attacked too.
What's this?
Another one. Down that way!
You impertinent brutes! Don't you come any closer! Do you even realize who you're dealing with? This can't be the end. Is there no one, anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more!
My pleas are answered. How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you spotted me.
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray tell? You're right. Being ambushed by those creatures has me all of a dither. Oh, goodness. I truly am a pampered, spoiled thing, aren't I?
What in hell is she mumbling about?
My name is Millette. I am a traveler passing through. Ahem. Forgive my lapse in manners. As it happens, I have a request to make of ones so capable as yourselves. You see, I am rather eager to continue down this highway to the next town over. But those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I request that you dispatch them and ensure my safe passage?
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all. There were no signs of anyone save for myself.
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem there's no insisting otherwise. Very well. I shall do as you suggest.
That scream just now, I think it came from over there. If so, it'd be a first. That's Sparrow's lighthouse. Any vessel traversing these waters depends on it. I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
How's that? Go time, Karja! How's that? Gotcha! Nice try! Not done yet! Nice try!
Get away from there at once! Blast. There's no time to lose. Those girls are in danger! Who are you two?
Stay back! This won't take us long.
How's that? How's that? Go time! What? What? How's that?
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place? Oh, never mind that. I could really use your help right now. I should say so. The lighthouse has been overrun by beasts. Not only is my daughter still inside, but Rosalind too. She had merely come by to pick some flowers.
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them! I beg of you!
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or survive is up to them. Living is a choice, one those two have to make on their own. I hear you. Let's go.
something's there.
Its defenses look pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first.
Not done yet! Not done yet! How's that? Gotcha! How's that? There! I did it! Hut! Yeah! Yeah! How's that? How's that? Gotcha! There!
Switch! In my sight! Get out there! Serves you right!
They broke through!
Switch! There they are. Can we even make it in time?
Switch! Let's catch our breath.
Everything's going to be fine, Sash. Someone will be here to rescue us any moment now. Take this! Don't come any closer, you bully! Leave Rosalind alone and pick on someone your own size!
Nice try there, Sash, but it was worth the effort. Just need to level you up a lot, and then your stone throw right there can do critical damage.
Sash! Paddle? Right. Who are you?
Name's Karja. You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us finish the job.
Okay.
I did mess up.
Gotta tough it out. Still got some fight in you, right? Thanks. Switch. How's that? That was close. How's that? Gotcha! There! Shatter! To base! That was close. Gotcha! Crumble! How's this? Sorry. Hey! Hope I'm not too late! Thanks!
Ah, dang. I know.
Not here.
You okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, that got me.
Shatter! To base!
Something to watch out. 2 hits kills me.
How's this? Close call.
I had timed that wrong.
How's this? Shatter! To base! Shatter!
Your turn, Adam. Wipe the floor with it.
How's that? Crumble! Switch! Shatter! To base! How's that? Gotcha! How's this? This!
Wow. What in the world? That beast was anything but normal.
Hey!
Daddy!
Sash! Thank the stars! You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, Daddy! I was so scared! Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adel. You two were awesome with a capital A. Right, Commander? I told you he knows his stuff.
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his years. He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you enough.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few minor injuries. Adel, Karsha, you've got our gratitude.
Kren.
Rosa, I didn't even realize you left town. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you, too. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends since we were little, so I owe you for saving her, too. Thanks a million.
Adel, just what were those creatures?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on ourselves. But let's hold off on it until we get back to Karnak. Might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on the situation and hash things out ASAP.
With that, I am in the stream right here. Nope. Right here. I need to do something in the settings for my controller anyway, because the A button is B button, and B button is A button, X is Y, and Y is X, stuff like that. I need to change that. But yeah, that will do. Game is fun, and I'm happy. It is fun indeed. It is yeast, and I am happy. That is about all I can say. So, yep, calling right here. Hope all you guys enjoy the stream. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for vibing out. All that. For those of you on YouTube, check the description down below for stuff. Yada yada yada. Everyone on Twitch, panels down below. The panels down below. Check those out. Feel free to go to YouTube, look at the description for the live stream. That stuff there. YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky on one of them, Patreon, all that. Feel free to check them all out and all that. Yeah, how am I gonna get yeast in? I'm liking it. It's yeast. That's all I can say. And yeah, and that's good enough for me. I like yeast. So, yes, I will see all of you guys later. Game's fun. Game's good. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the future for whatever I do next. Have a good one, everyone. Also, for those of you who are on Twitch, if you subscribe on there, you get rewards. One of them is Discord Nitro. Whoa. Okay, that is it. Goodbye.